Welcome to Sunday Night Light, where I highlight a single quote from the General Conferences of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints as a way to bring a little light to the start of your week.
Welcome to Sunday Night Light, where we seek to start your week off right with a little light. Today, we are going to be talking about a quote from the October 2020 General Conference. This was given by Sister Michelle Craig, who was the Young Women's General in the Young Women's General Presidency, that is. So it's a short quote, but a good one. It says, Jesus Christ sees people deeply. He sees individuals, their needs, and who they can become. Yeah, well, I remember when I was little, I always used to think, how is it possible for God to see everyone and know everyone and care about everyone, really? But as I've gotten older and had more life experience, I still don't understand exactly how it works. I just know that it does work because I've seen God's care and his knowledge of me in very, very personal ways. And so many times I've been in just the right place at just the right time to run into an old friend, somebody who uh, made my day. Even just in little things like that, you can see that the Lord is and interest directing our lives and interested in what we're doing and who we are and also what we can become. I've got a couple scriptures I'd like to read that go with this. The first is in 1 Samuel 16:7. And this was when Samuel was looking for the future king of Israel. And he went to his family and he looked at all of their sons and they all looked great. But none of them was the true king. And after they looked at all the sons, um, Samuel realized it wasn't one of them. This wasn't the son that the Lord had chosen. And so he asked, "Oh, don't you have any other sons?" He says, "Yeah, we have this one who's out tending the flocks." And that was the true king. And so this is what the Lord said to Samuel. But the Lord said unto Samuel, Look not on his countenance, or on the height of his stature, because I have refused him, talking about the older brothers. For the Lord seeth not as man seeth. For man looketh on the outward appearance, but the Lord looketh on the heart. So that's, I think, what Sister Craig means here, that Jesus Christ sees people deeply. He sees not only your outward appearance, but the things that you have inside, your desires, your dreams and hopes, your needs, and he sees your potential. I'm sure when Samuel looked on the future king and saw that he was just a pretty lowly looking boy and that his older brothers looked more like king material, that it might have been hard to think, okay, why I don't understand why I'm doing this. But we can trust that the Lord sees not only who we are now, but who we can become. In Doctrine and Covenants 18:10, it says, Remember, the worth of souls is great in the sight of God. And that's just a great thing to remember. No matter what we look like, what our lives have been like, where we're from, any of these external characteristics, God and His Son do see us deeply, and we are of great worth to them, no matter what. Our actions, as I've talked about it in previous videos, can affect our worthiness, but our worth is not something that changes. I'll just want to share one story to wrap it up about my own life and seeing the potential there. I look back on my life and I can see ways that I was led when I was younger, um, and prepared for the things that I would do when I grew up. I was born into a really musical family. I had a mother who was a piano teacher and who taught me all sorts of things. I was um, placed in schools. I moved around a ton. My dad was in the military, he's an Air Force pilot. And so we moved all over the place. And wherever we went, we had amazing musical experiences. And like, how easy that would have been just to have schools that didn't really have a music program. But like, I played in a handbell choir in 5th grade. And I did all these choirs in elementary school, in junior high, in high school. Got to be in all of these musical productions. I was able to go to a college that had a wonderful choir program. I was able to I met all these different teachers who taught me piano and voice and all these other things. And then as an adult, I had all of these things that the Lord had put in my path, and now I am able to use them in really wonderful ways. I've been singing with the Tabernacle Choir for many, many years. I've been able to be in wonderful musical productions. I've been able to do countless numbers and musical numbers in church, at funerals, at weddings, all sorts of different situations where I've been able to use my musical gifts. And I know that that's because, one, the Lord knew who I was, even when as a kid. He saw me deeply, and He put things in my path in order to cultivate me into something that I could become. As a little kid, I didn't have all those skills. But as the Lord cultivated me throughout my life, I gained those skills and am now able to use them in a variety of different ways. And I find great satisfaction in that. And I try to use them in ways that bless other people. So, whatever that is for you, if you look back on your life and reflect, I'm sure that you'll be able to find some of those threads in your own life that prove to you that our Heavenly Father and His Son know you deeply and care about you and will continue to cultivate you to even something else that you can become, both here in this life and in the life to come. All right. Thank you so much for listening. Please leave a comment if there's something you'd like to say. I always like having discussions about these quotes, and I hope that you can carry a little light with you throughout the rest of the week.